run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you back my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Yeah. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Go.
They'll run on first down. Dupree calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 24 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On second down, it's Bishop. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try the left side. Bishop. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Titans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Gardner. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Looking to throw on second down. Gardner. It's caught by OBJ. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Gardner. And he comes back with one complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop the throw. Now he's flushed out right.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and get...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try the left side. Bishop. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up. Here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Exit.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. On 1st down, Gardner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process. Off-play action. Gardner. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Gardner. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
Let's go
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head...
There he goes, left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that, but it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Gardner. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st down, it's Bishop. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, Gardner, and Graham's got it, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Undercrunch.
Now it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Dupree. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I got you. Move. Mike, 53, Mike.
Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, They either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Gardner. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I'm scared.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Off the play fake. Gardner lets this one rip toward Graham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gardner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the 17, Jackson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Now Jackson, and it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Well, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Dupree. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Devin Bush in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.